Hi, we're Kevin Chris Waterhouse.
And we are Travelling Australia.
We're so glad you can join us on our adventures. Living the dream. Well, we're starting this video off at Albany. It's one of the southernmost towns in Western Australia. One thing that we were really surprised at this time for this visit was the amount of road trains carting grain into the local silos for loading out into the ships. One of the attractions in the area we were really keen to film was this brig named the Albany. Now, last time we were here we paid a $5 donation fee and were able to walk right through the ship, and it's a fantastic couple of hours to really get a good look inside one of these old boats. Unfortunately this time it was closed for maintenance and repairs, so we decided to head up to the old convict jail. We'd heard quite a few reports from people of how interesting this place was to visit. It's hard to believe the size of these cells. Really not a place you'd want to spend too much time. Well, the exercise yard leaves a lot to be desired. And check out the glass bottles, all smashed at the top of the wall to stop anyone trying to escape. This jail had all its own cooking facilities and its own laundry. Maybe it was only the good prisoners that got to do those sorts of things.
Give you the creeps.
We're off again, heading towards Esperance this time, but we've found a nice little spot to pull up for a few days, right on the water. Plenty of wildlife, just a glorious little spot. Well, these locals definitely weren't in a big hurry to get away from us. We used a bit of our time here to brush up on our camp oven cooking skills, especially using heat beads. Yeah, something that's not quite as easy as I thought it was, and we've had a few failures. Sometimes it's great just to put the boat in and have a look at the area from the water. We always still make sure we take a couple of rods with us just in case, but it just gives you a different outlook. Well, not so good with the fishing side of things today. Nothing worthwhile to take home. So we'll take the boat back and go exploring.
Out from Cape Bridge. We just took one of the tracks down here to the inlet. Got a farm on the other side and a few old houses.
We even had a nice little drive down the beach. It was all going quite well until we decided to turn around on the soft sand. And then we remembered where we left the shovel. Oh well. Well, we packed up this morning, put the boat back on, and we're heading more towards Esperance. We've pulled up at a roadside stop. There's not a lot of these in Western Australia. This one's known as Hillbillies. It's right next to a creek. Nice little spot just to spend the night. Just had our oil change done. Good guy here at Repco in Esperance. He looked after us really well. We've booked into the seafront caravan park at Esperance. Really nice views from sort of on top of a bit of a rise here, and we thought we'll stay here for a bit and check out all the area. It is a really beautiful place around here. The beaches are glorious. The view from on top of this lookout really throws a different perspective of how beautiful this area is. But it is a bit windy. The ocean drive along this stretch of land is just brilliant. There's so many small beaches and bays to call in and have a look at. The southern Western Australia coastline really is very different, but it's absolutely glorious place to have a look at. The ship and grain handling facilities around Esperance were incredible. Everything is on such a large scale. But it was time for us to head off. We're heading towards Cape Le Grand National Park. We knew we wouldn't be able to get in for the campgrounds were already booked. But we had something up our sleeve. Might even been a better place to go and camp and just day trip back to Cape Le Grand. We've made our way into Orleans Bay Caravan Park, otherwise known as the Duke of Orleans. We've dropped the van and gone out for a bit of a scout around. This is a brilliant place to stop here and just day trip back to Cape Le Grand.